Good afternoon, and thank you for coming to Deb Chanel's 48th World, where we give you several things far as reviews on reality shows, soap operas, or anything basically I want to give a review on. My channel has a lot of other things, inspirational things, motivational videos. Just take a browse or two and just see what you like to view and, tell me about it, comment, rate, and subscribe. But today's review, we're going to be recapping and reviewing The Bold and the Beautiful for April 11, 2016's episode. Basically, what we're going to be doing is recapping from last Friday's episode and just running it all together. We left off with, of course, Liam seeing Steffi on the beach and they're hugging and they can't believe that they're in each other's arms. It's just a surreal moment for both of them. But pretty much, Liam is just trying to reassure her, yes, it is him. We go back to that setting where Liam is kissing all over her and they're both reliving magical moments that they shared with each other, up in Aspen where they were just, looking at the forest and the canyons and all the mountains and all of that, and they were remembering their wedding days and just all romantic, relaxating type moments with one another. They also venture in their both of their minds, the feelings that they had, that the feelings had brought them to want to remarry each other and that they were going to get married. And they just remember the first time they got married and the next time they had gotten married up in Aspen. And, they both were just like, is it too late? Because, a lot of things have transpired since the last time they got back together. But they were making their way back to the beach house. And at this point, Liam felt he needed to tell Steffi everything, and that was the mess that included Quinn and him sleeping together and him finna go take a trip with her to Oregon. But he wasn't himself. He was Adam at the time, not Liam. Then the scene goes to Bill and Wyatt. And Wyatt is trying to tell his dad of the information he found out prior to marrying Steffi that the security guard Charlie had gave him, meaning he watched the footage of Quinn being shown that she was taking Liam to the car and driving off with him. And he was telling his dad, the only thing he wanted to do, because he thought his mother was sane, which she would, he just wanted to get Liam out of there, get him back to the house, and tell the real story of what actually transpired. Well, guys, Quinn was up there. We take it to the next scene. She was out there beating, because the boys had locked her up and they weren't coming back forward. They were trying to leave. And somebody had came on the outside of the cabin and they came inside and they was just looking around. Girl, did you know that was Deacon on the outside? When she saw him, she started hollering and screaming because she thought she had killed him. Remember, she the one had knocked him clean off the cliff, and he was just, in time freezing, trying to hit the bottom. You remember they got to arguing on the edge of the cliff after Liam had went to go back and get Quinn's her inhaler because she was breathing heavily, and she was saying she couldn't do it because it was people on the outside down there, and she couldn't have a clear shot of doing it. But she got him to look over, and then she just pushed him over the edge. Well, guess what? He's alive, and he's her knight in shining armor coming to rescue her. And of course, she wasn't expecting that. No, she would. And it's just a lot of things going on in Quinn's mind. She didn't get rid of Deacon. She didn't get Liam. And now she's trying to get Deacon on her side, which is she's crazy as a bed bug. But anyway, we go back to Wyatt is trying to explain to his daddy again what had transpired. And of course, we know he's not making pretty much headway because it's all just swimming around in Bill's head that how could Quinn be so vindictive and crazy? She has messed up so many lives. She's messed up his life. She's messed up two sons' lives. And then, on the off chance that he's thinking about it, she could be pregnant with Liam's baby. Now, how weird would that be? We switch from there. We go on to back to Liam trying to explain to Stephanie what's going on. Of course, both of them are trying to relive past romances and good times they had with one another um, in their minds, and it just keeps going on and replaying. And she's thinking about, no, we tried to call the police, we tried to do this, that, and the other, but Liam is like, no, you're not listening to me. Forget the calling of the police. We're gonna handle that later. I slept with Steffi. I mean, I slept with Quinn. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I was faithful up to a point, but I didn't know who I was at the time. So she's basically still trying to tell Deacon. We switched back off. We're back at Deacon and Quinn. She's trying to tell him the whole 411 of what happened, but he kind of pretty much can basically put pieces together. And he's like, good, I'm glad they locked you up, because then I could come back and have this moment with you. Because did you remember, you tried to kill me, and I was on your side. So I'm not really understanding anything that you're talking about. But, it's still that same scenario where she's like, I've been jilted, I've been this, that, and that. And Deacon don't want to hear it because he was almost murdered by her. We take the scene back to um, Bill and Wyatt. Wyatt is trying to explain a little bit more in detail about what he actually did and what him and Liam did as far as securing Quinn to be safely tucked away until they can get back and figure out what they need to do to her. And then, he's still saying she needs mental help. Bill's still telling him, you crazy. You acting just like your mama. I'm kind of concerned about you. Mother like son. You know what I'm saying? So it goes back to Liam and Steffi, and she's trying to make sense of everything that's been basically spun off from what her and Bill had talked about. And now she, got all this information Liam's telling her, and she's thinking back about the time where, her and Liam were just simple times, and them getting married, and them getting divorced, and, all this is just continuously going through her mind because she just can't accept what Liam is telling her because it's not, well, it wasn't supposed to be that way. And they're still just remembering things, and it's just not being solidified in their minds. So Bill, we go back to seeing with him, he's still like, I cannot believe this crazy ass woman has done the unthinkable, and I can't believe my son Wyatt is sitting up here trying to take the blame for his mother's actions, and not, no. Bill said, forget this, we're finna go hightail it over there where you say this beach house is, because we finna get on up here and go see what's the deal, because I'm gonna get to her before the cops get to her. That's for sure. Then we go back to Deacon and Quinn still trying to make sense of what had transpired, and she's asking Deacon to come with her. And Deacon like, I'm not coming with you, because when Bill get a sense of what's going on, we all doomed, and I don't want to be nowhere around you for him to think we both conspired to, do his son in. Far as murder one, no, I'm not taking that route with you. Bye bye. You can do it all by yourself, because it's not happening with me. I am just too terrible sorry. So you're on your own on this. And she don't want to go, so she's looking at him. We go back to Liam and Steffi. Steffi is just having a hard time trying to process all this stuff because she just can't get over the fact that Quinn lied to her. Quinn slept with, took advantage of you, didn't take you to the doctor. She made bogus calls to let me think that it was you saying goodbye to me and this, that, and the other. Then she comes to my wedding, and she's talking about this man she loved and all this, and this man is you. It's just, she can't understand it, and she won't understand it. And she's just reeling in her head right now, like it might even pop off her head. Then the scene goes back to Wyatt and his dad, and they're trying to think of the whole thing of what's going on. And he's like, we got to go. We got to go find this woman and set her straight. So, they get in the car. They get to rolling because he can't believe this woman has done this damage that she has done. And he just got to see her before the cops get there because he wants to give her 2 or 3 cents of his mind. And then I would say he won't rough her up, but he just thinking about all the damage she has done to both her boys, done to Steffi, who he once loved at one time, but he gave it up to go back to Brooke or Kate or whoever he was dating at the time. Can't remember, but he said no. We're gonna ride. We're gonna get to her, and we're gonna settle this score once for all. We might not even need the police. But anyway, we go back to the scene to Quinn and Deacon, and both of them are just having it out. And to me, it's getting kind of scary because it seems like Deacon is falling for her tricks of her trade again. Like, man, she just tried to kill you. Then you come back and she trying to act like she can explain why she tried to kill you. And you're taking it all in like it was nothing. I'm gonna need you to pull up, Deacon. I'm gonna need you to know this woman don't love nobody but herself. And right now she's really bipolar. Schizophrenic. She's just all over the radar. Let her go. Tell on her. Put her in jail. So then things go back to Steffi. She's crying. She's being very emotional because she can't believe Liam has slept with Quinn. And that's pretty much it, guys. We're still stuck on this roller coaster ride between what Steffi gonna do. Is she gonna do the right thing by staying married to Liam's brother Wyatt? And she's confessing to Liam of all her secrets and things she went overboard with, because she could have called the police, put an APB out, worked with his dad to try to find him. At least if she came up with a dead body and it was you, meaning Liam, or she actually found you and y'all rectified the situation and put each other on the same accord and all of this, but that didn't transpire. She didn't confess yet. So we have to see what happens tomorrow on Tuesday, April 12th, on that particular episode. But that's all I got, y'all. Y'all like and share, comment, rate, and come back to the channel and let's talk some more about the stories. But again, that's all I had for the Bold and the Beautiful for Monday, April the 11th, 2016. It gave me everything with Queen still trying to get out of her shenanigans. But I just hope Deacon don't fall for it. I really hope he don't fall for it. But okay, y'all subscribe. Tell many friends about me. Let's increase this channel so we can dialogue with each other on a daily basis on the comings and goings of the Bold and the Beautiful. Because it's getting to be hot and they're hyping up their season with more hot and spicy scenes for us to talk about and be what do you call it, floored about, so we can have great discussions. So talk to you later. Blessings among you.